This is television for the Isles of Scilly, brought to you with Worldwide Financial Planning, Truro and Penwith College, and the Scilly Lottery. From Radio Scilly, this is scillytv.com. There are areas where rats have been eradicated on the Isles of Scilly, but now wide-reaching plans to exterminate them everywhere on the islands have been put forward at a consultation at the Old Wesleyan Chapel. The proposal has been put forward by the RSPB and the Wildlife Trust in order to protect rare seabirds. Elizabeth Bell of Wildlife Management International gained her experience in New Zealand, which is a centre of excellence for the removal of non-indigenous species.
Brown rat was introduced into the UK about 1720, so it depends on how long you want them to be here. So they've been here 300 years, but they aren't native to the islands, and particularly not to the Scillies. And so what we're trying to identify is, humans accidentally brought these animals here. These animals now impacting on the native ecosystem, so the seabird populations and other animals that are here. And now we're trying as humans to do something about it, do something about our mistakes.
The plans worked well on the Bristol Channel island of Lundy. Seabirds that breed here are having their eggs and young attacked. Dr Vic Heaney says it's important to protect them.
One of the biggest issues with the distribution of these birds is rat presence. So the whole of the Scillies would be great for these birds to nest in, but at the moment we only find them on the very furthest out uninhabited islands that haven't got rats on. The problem is that they nest down burrows underground, and the rats will take the eggs and the chicks. So they could nest on St Mary's. In fact, I got a couple of replies this year, so a couple of birds even tried on Penillis this year, but within a couple of weeks the attempts had failed, almost certainly because of rat predation.
Elizabeth says the bait, if the plan were adopted here, would be placed in what looks like drain pipes every 25 to 100 metres. There'd be a potential risk to pets like hamsters, though, if they took the bait.
Any mammal is susceptible to this type of poison, which is why these baits are restricted into bait stations. So basically anything larger than a rat can't access it, because the bait station's designed specifically to prevent those animals accessing it. But unfortunately, yes, other animals smaller than that can target the bait. Usually you can adapt your type of bait you're using. There is a choice of baits, which means some rats are more susceptible to those and other animals are less susceptible to it. So you can alternate your choice of baits.
But whether the rats in Scilly should be culled will need to be decided by the island's community. Some islanders like Jane Pender and Tom Scott have messaged us to claim the cull isn't right, and others claim the plan hasn't got the mandate of the community, as only 3 people attended the consultation. 2 were in favour of the extermination, 1 was against.